Yeah.
The flamingitis is similar to the flamingo throw. Catch low, peace sign, sidearm
right hand goes behind the left leg, all the way around and behind for that sidearm throw. Here it is all together. Right hand, left leg, sidearm throw. Here's the flamingo. Notice that the right hand dips straight down behind the leg. On the flamingitis, the right hand goes in front all the way around the left leg. The concepts that we're going to be using to make this throw work for us are body as flick, as you can see right here, and also rock in, rock out. That nice loose grip will allow the wing to set itself. There it is, left-handed. Super easy throw to throw left-handed. Here's another thrown left-handed. We're going to watch all of these in real speed now. And again, there's not a lot to this throw. The right hand goes behind the left leg. Body is flick. Loose grip allows the wing to set itself. Remember that when you get upside down, crooked, and backwards, that up can seem like down and right can seem like left. If you can, try and check your throw. Oh yeah, I don't even have to ask if you can hear me now. That's how I dropped. That's how I dropped the other microphone into my coffee. Exactly the same way. I nearly did it again. And then I tried to tell you about it, but I was plugging my microphone in. It was terrific. We got the 9-minute countdown. Get rid of that. Yeah. Welcome back, Whitney. Welcome back, Anne. Good to see you again. I said hey to Sage Paw. I was talking about how Cupcake completely kicked ass today. She is a vicious, vicious Frisbee dog. We got some Cupcake stories. Hey, what's up, Kim? How are you? And the dogs were all good while the internet was crashing, right? At least they keep their shit together when the internet crashes. If they lost it like I did, we'd be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, everything's going well. I hope your Sunday is going well. I'm just trying to remember what I said earlier. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of my recent art. The stuff of meme rolls. So I'm using Midjourney, which is an artificial intelligence thing. Art generation tool, I guess you could call it. So check these out, man. I'm super excited. Look at the Lego dogs. I'll show you a big one in a second here. I hope I'm not crashing my computer. I do look like I'm a little slow. Oh, come on. Duh, Triple Crown. Duh. Ain't no question with that. Ain't no question with that. All right. So, here are like what I consider to be the good pieces of art that I whipped together. But like the Frisbee dogs are coming along. My first Frisbee dog, this is a Lego Frisbee dog, by the way. My first Frisbee dog looked like, literally like a pile of spaghetti, guys. Not even shitting you. And this is what we got now, which I think is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna do some stuff with this Lego dude. Right? Awesome. You're gonna have to share. You're gonna have to share. So this Lego dude, you got to be careful what you bolt on your foundation, right? You got to be careful what you bolt on your foundation, right? You'll wind up with something like that. You don't want that bolted on your foundation. Here you go. Yeah, so like, got foundation. Ooh, you know what? I made a picture out of this. Hang on. It's Freesound Friday. Where would that be? Maybe in here. But I called it Foundation, I think. Yeah, here you go. Building your own DiscDog? Well, what pieces are you going to use, right? What pieces are you going to use to build that dog? You got to be careful what you put on your dog, right? So one of the things that I talk about pretty frequently is this idea of ideological moorings. Right? You can do anything in dog training within your ideological moorings, right? If you're okay with it, comfortable with it, that is like a big piece of your ideological mooring, right? Doesn't matter how much you want to do it if you're not comfortable with it, right? If you're not comfortable with it at root, it's not going to work for you. The other thing, like ideological moorings, like I put a cookie on it, right? That's my MO, is that I put a cookie on it. And it's super easy for me to deal with anything that comes up, right? I just fucking put a cookie on it, right? And I have some behaviors that probably could be dealt with tools, let's just say tools, well, with electricity, right? I'm pretty sure it would work, right? But it doesn't fit my ideology. And as soon as I start fucking around with it, I'm gonna like shake my foundation, my ideological foundation. And if I do start to employ it, I lose that surety of my ideological answer, right? Well, this is what we do. We go right over here and we do this, right? And having that nearly reflexive decision and the confidence that comes along with it is a big, those two things, having the, yeah, it's that, and I'm going to do it like this. That's a big part of dog training, dude. You know those people who can't train, who don't know anything about dogs, who run the shit out of their dogs? They do that well, right? So anyway, ideological moorings, you want to stick to your ideological moorings. And when we are building a dog and doing things that are maybe not in our wheelhouse, we can put some weird fucking pieces on our dog, right? That don't fit. Well, we can say that make the dog look silly. Like what the hell is that foot over there, right? That's some foot that doesn't belong, right? And we can put that in there in learning to do things and whatchamacallit. Learning to do things, trying new techniques or new approaches, solving problems, right? We could wind up replacing all four paws with claws or with, you know, like, rah. And that wouldn't be helpful, right? So you have to be careful about your ideological moorings, and that's one of the art pieces. I'm going to whip something up on that. Did some Batman stuff here. Check out the Darth Vader dog. Pretty sweet. Anyone else gonna show up? Do we have any slacker training questions? Got any thing you guys want to talk about? This dude's pretty cool, right? He's a badass. It's totally like an epi kind of thing. Here, I'll blow that up. Right? This one's kind of sweet. Oh, come on. So there was dogs is the daily theme. There's like a little social network around this art project thing, this MJ. And dogs is today's daily theme. And so what you do is you create a prompt, an andro Darth Vader walking towards you with his hand outstretched, performing a force choke on you. Medium shot, dramatic Chinese space station architecture drawn by Anton Fadev and Aleski Bricklet in the style of Team Fortress 2. Octane render, linear render, 2-point perspective, light diffusion, cinematic shading, cinematic elements. So you type all that shit in and it spits out fucking Darth Vader doing a force choke on you. How fucking cool is that? And there's some other stuff you got to do if you want to. You don't get what you want though, right? Like, and you got to work kind of hard for it. But I've been enjoying it, and I'm trying to get to a point. So here's an anthropomorphic dog, Darth Vader helmet. Trying to get to the point where I can just, like if I need a background image or something, I can just go here and make that happen. I've been spending quite a bit of time on this, on Midjourney. But yeah, that's pretty sweet, right? Oh, come on. Yeah. Anyway. So, little art or not art, depending on who you are. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Good to see you. But kind of cool. Kind of cool. Where are we going? Boom, boom. Little Barney Miller with King in the back. Look at those dogs. Look at those good dogs. So you may have noticed that I have not done anything with the dogs. I haven't even looked at them, right? Even Epi is pretty convinced that tonight's show was a false start, right? And I think that's important. Like, so I don't do, I should do this actually. I should fire up all the lights, all this stuff, stand here and talk, and then shut it down and do nothing. I should do a repeated entry situation on this. But like, by getting all this shit turned on, what the hell is going on, dude? Epi, what are you doing, you little savage? Huh? What are you doing? Yeah. By getting it all set up and then not doing anything, you know, I turned on the lights, I turned on the GoPro and everything. Beep, beep, beep. And Epi was flat. And so kind of important. And I think as soon as I sit up here and do this, right, everyone is like, oh yeah, we got to go do dog stuff. He doesn't even need to tell us to go do dog stuff this time. But yeah, that was, so that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of happy about that, actually. A stormtrooper for trooper? All right, Ann. An anthropomorphic stormtrooper coming up. I'll whip one up for you. I will whip one up for you. Dude, it's the daily theme today. We're going to do it. Awesome. That's terrific, Whitney. So what you want to do, Whitney, is put those two directly next to each other, right? Put those two directly next to each other and purposefully discriminate them. In order to compare and contrast, I have to put the blue and silver zigzags, right? When I put them side by side, it's obvious that this is the one that we're looking for, right? But if I say the blue and silver zigzags, did he mean gold? Is that dude silver? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, silver and blue, yeah, definitely, right? But we can't tell them apart. That's the problem, right? Yeah, the blue and silver zigzags, right? Boom. Blue and silver zigzags, right? Yeah, boom. You could see it, but you really couldn't tell. As soon as we put them right next to each other, under the same lighting conditions, now we can tell the difference. Wow, this one isn't even the same fucking size, dude. This one isn't even the same size. What's up with that? I thought they were all rolling papers. I didn't know rolling papers had various sizes, right? All this shit falls out of that. So when we compare and contrast, you want to put the example directly next to the non-example, right? And you want to interchange it. You want to work the example, non-example, non-example, example, 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 non-example, example, example, non-example, example, example, non-example, right? I have a golden ratio on this. I have a golden ratio on this of 3 to 1. So I use 3 of the easy, good, normally happens behavior to 1 of the challenging, not as good, or behavior I want to go away, right? So I want to do like, let's say my dog doesn't spin. Instead of going, twist, 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 a shit ton of twists, wow, you're fucking amazing, and then go spin and have him go, what do you mean? Blink, right? Instead of doing that, or instead of doing spin, 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 so the dog starts like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Spin, are you sure? Right? You want to do twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, spin. Yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, spin. Yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, spin. Yes, bite. And the dog will match the pace, right? And you're getting, within compare and contrast, there's both compare and contrast. Spin and twist are exactly the same thing, but they go a different direction, right? Spin and twist are exactly the same thing, but they go in a different direction, right? And so if we just contrast them, right? If we just contrast them, we only know how they're different, right? The spin will never get the comfort and understanding of the twist because fucking spin and twist, dude, they're completely different. Duh. I don't spin well. Duh. Right? And this holds true. All of this shit I'm going to talk about holds true for dog, handler, and the team. Right? So the team can have this problem of understanding. The handler can have this problem of understanding. And if the dog or the handler has the problem of understanding, the team has that problem as well, right? The solution for the dog and handler may not be the solution for the team. So what I want to do is I want to get not just them split apart, but I want the dog to realize, oh, the spin is just like the twist, but the other way. Haha, fuck yeah, that's cool, I get it, right? And then that means that I can do this on the spin. Or when I'm spinning, how about I move my body like this because this is how I do it on the twist, right? The comparison is also super important when it comes to learning, right? I don't just want to split them apart. I don't just want to contrast them. I want to compare them. I want the dog to realize that this is exactly the same. So we're talking about rebound and fakie, right? So rebound and fakie, same move. Completely not the same fucking move, right? Same mechanics, looks the same. You don't know what you're talking about or you're not thinking about it. It's the same move, right? But a fakie is for the ground. No target involved. I do the trick and then I get the target, right? And the rebound is for the target, right? I can't do the trick if I don't get the target. And that distinction is super huge. That contrast is super important. Our dogs need to know that contrast. Many people who are training their dogs with their vault foundation do not have that contrast. Everything's a fakie, and then they hard-ass the understanding by putting something they want up there, and the dog doesn't know the two until 2-3 years down the road. And I don't like to do things like that. I like to separate it right out the bat. But they're exactly the same, except they're totally different. A flip and a twist is exactly akin, like it's the same thing as flip and fakie, right? And I don't think anyone outside of the person that did some twists and had a dog who fucking loved the ball and you threw the ball and the dog flipped and you thought you taught him the flip, nobody thinks the spin and the flip are the same thing, right? The spin and the flip are completely different things. And it's very quick to be like, yeah, the flip, he goes and gets the target, and the twist, he just moves around. And then he gets the target. And then some smart ass will go, yeah, but the dog, when you lure, is going after the target. right? So it is the same, but it isn't, because you can't do the flip without the target. And if you are doing the flip without the target, meaning you're throwing it in the dog's mouth, that flip is not going to last very long. It's going to fall apart for you, right? It's not mechanically, it's a take. It's not even a throw. It's a take. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Super cool stuff. Put that rebound and that fakie right next to each other, right? Put them right next to each other and use the one that you're good at, or that's hot shit, or the dog likes, whatever, the one that's going to be successful, use that one 3 times and then challenge once. And build up the intensity level of the jam session so that the dog, when the dog is not complying on the weak one, it's an aberration, right? When I say spin and the dog looks at me and blinks, right, and then spins around, yes, bite, yes, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, twist, yes, bite, spin, and then he'll go a little faster. All right, cool. So, yeah, it's a great way to look at it. Trying to think if there's anything of interest to keep your eyes out for. The other thing, Whitney, it's not just about doing it. You should probably try and figure out what the fuck you're doing. Rise to the challenge, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Rising to the challenge is great when you're flying over the challenges, and you can fly over the challenges when you're jumping over little 4-inch jumps, right? But as soon as you start to do like real big, cool shit, big long sequences and da-da-da-da-da, that challenge can get awful risky and difficult and painful even. Be sure that you're trying to figure out how things work. Good time to explore the trigger. All right, super awesome. Ooh, it was good explaining, Kim. I was feeling it. I totally was. All right, so what else we got? Looks like a Cupcake over there in the toy box. What are you doing in the toy box, Cupcake? Are there not enough toys out here? There are not. I had to take a whole truckload of toys over there. She's a little fucking toy lord. Oh. So what's going on? Come on, guys. Come on, chat. What do we got going on? You're looking at it with my guys. Lay down, chew on a bone when the lights are on, when I'm talking. Stand up and do some stuff. What? I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, is it happening? Oh, Cupcake, were you eating my shoe? I think you were. Whoa. So, perfect. I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to do this thing, right? Oops, sorry. I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to do this thing, right? I'm going to go sit down. Right? That essentially is repeated entry, right? So when I talk about repeated entry, Kim and Whitney, you don't know about that yet, Whitney, but patrons do. Repeated entry, essentially setting up the situation where work happens and then not doing it, right? And it's really kind of important. So that you don't have the problem that I have now, which is like when I turn a light on in the GoPro, dude, beep, 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 Epi's like, holy shit. I tried to shoot some stuff outside. I shot some stuff of Cupcake playing and Epic playing, some flatwork stuff. And the whole time I was adjusting the cameras, Epi was like super stoked. He was like, holy shit, we haven't done this like, oh God, I must have been Florida, right? He was super excited. So I just stood up he jumped up from chewing. He's like, oh my God, this is happening. We are doing a live stream. And I walked out there and I started to do some, shit. And then I came back and sat down. And he's left out there as if, he showed up at a party that wasn't there, right? And I want to belie that expectation. He identifies me standing up and moving and whatnot, right? And me standing out there, even if I'm waiting, if I'm just standing out there waiting, when I walked out and stood out there for a moment. Even standing out there and waiting, and he gets super excited, right? But, so watch this one, we'll do it again. Epi. Oh, whoa, what is that guy doing? What is he doing? Awesome, go do dog stuff. Great job. So I just told him to go do dog stuff, and now I'm going to stand up and watch how he addresses this situation. He's convinced that we're working. I've dismissed him. I've taken the stage as if we're going to do something, right? And I'm actually being fairly performative, as if I were on a live stream, right? As if I were actually doing something where he's able to be bad and I'm fucked because I'm doing this thing. But this time, very purposefully, I set up that situation so I could do the thing that sets him off with no care. No care whatsoever. I don't give a shit, dude. We're not doing anything here, right? And so I can treat that honestly. I can honestly train that. Unlike when I go to a contest or it's my turn at the contest, right? When I get out of the car to go to the hotel, from the hotel to the car, I don't have a choice at that time. And this situation here allows me to get up and do all this stuff as if we're going to do it. As if we're going to do it, and nothing happens, right? And here's how it goes down. Your dog identifies something that leads to play, right? So you grab your leash. No, you grab your tennis shoes. We're going to the park. I know it. Dog's excited. Bang, to the roof, right? So the shoes are the trigger. And then every time you grab the shoes and you fulfill play after he recognizes the trigger, right? Or after he recognizes, after he recognizes, we'll call it a cue. After he recognizes the cue, right? He's going to be animated. If you always play after the shoes, the moment you get the shoes, he's hot shit. And if he identifies something before the shoes, he's going to be hot shit then, right? And so you grab your shoes. You get off the couch. It's about time to grab the shoes. You turn towards the closet, and he goes ape shit. And then you put your shoes on. He's ape shit. He's running around, right? And you load him up in the car, and it's hard because he's ape shit. And he's spinning in his crate on the way to the park. It's 5 blocks away. Spinning in his crate on the way to the car, or on the way to the park. We get to the park, you get out, you walk the 50 yards to the field, he's fucking toast. Completely toast. He won't be able to do anything that requires a brain, right? And that's super common. And it comes directly from the recognition, beep, 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 with the GoPro. Or I stand up, right? Keep in mind, these two don't have any idea. Oops, sorry. These two over here don't have any idea that me standing up and all this production shit, they're fucking totally new to it, like May. Epi has been doing it since 2015, 2014, right? So he's much more hip to it. But each time I stand up and belie that expectation of doing work, right? Epi is going to be less responsive to me standing up. So I will reinforce a calm response to a previous trigger stimulus
for anxiety or for eustress, right? Yeah, fucking right on. All right. So repeated entry, kind of awesome. And it's not just about the entry. You know what I mean? It's not just repeating the entry, it's repeating the cue or the situation that leads to the interaction without doing the interaction. And setting up the party, and then Epi shows up at the party and no one was there. Nobody was there, Epi. No one was there. You were by yourself. It was horrible. All right, go do dog stuff. All right. So, super exciting, right? I freaking love this. I love Sundays. I really enjoy. So I do this. I do this training. I mean, I've done this training like professionally with clients, kind of thing, and I love it. I freaking love it. You can accomplish a shit ton of stuff too. You know what I mean? You can low grade, reinforce whatever you're working on, you know, within the kind of doing nothing method, and paying really close attention to operant versus classical, to marking and not marking, to getting a good terminal mark, right? A bunch of this stuff that we talk about on this on Sunday. So it's one of my favorite training sessions. It's kind of how I roll with my dogs in general. So, anyone got anything? You guys got anything? So, cupcake stories. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. Oh, it's such a bummer. The Savage cupcake image is not coming up anymore. That's a super big bummer. She played Big Girl Frisbee today. She played Big Girl Frisbee today. She rocked it. I vaulted her today. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. She did a little tiny leg vault. She was a beast. Did the flat work compass with her yesterday. That was a pretty big step up. Yeah, and when I say I vaulted her, it was a little tiny kneeling vault with a take and blah, blah, blah. I didn't like... She'd go, though. She would go. I'm pretty sure she would go. But yeah, it wasn't anything like that. It was just a nice, real controlled thing, like working on the pedestal, right? So it was pretty awesome. Yeah, she's a rock star. I did it more to stop her, right? To get her to stop and to work the trigger than the vault. It was just, so everything I've been doing with her for the trigger, she like, she comes like unglued, man, in a, she's there, right? And over, she probably would have done it shitty and hit me and ran into my leg and all that stuff, like a kneeling over, drug her legs or whatever. But the kneeling leg vault posed an interesting situation for her. She has the skills to handle pedestal and getting something. So I set it up and had her weight, top, and I gave her a bite. And it was really cool because it pushed her off that. She couldn't just do that. She had to do that, to be thoughtful, right? One of the things that we really want to cultivate in disc dogs, working dogs in general, I think, is a thoughtful dog. Everyone thinks they want a dog that just goes, right? I just want a dog who goes. You don't want a dog that just goes. You want a dog who thinks before they go. And maybe you do want a dog who goes. I can't even imagine that. But anyway, that was super awesome. She did the flatwork compass, which is, you know what? Do I have a copy of that? If I do, I will play it. It's a super short video. The flatwork compass, which is one of our Discquando forms, and it's ooh, the point of view flatwork compass. How long is it? Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Here we go. Watch this. Right there. Catch. So it's a clockwise flank, and the flank is like out to the side. Yes. And I'm gonna step forward and show him where we're gonna go. Man. Come on, Epi. And then I'll make the throw. He's got to watch the trigger. I'm going to switch feet, and I'm going to pull him clock. So he's responding to my movement trigger. Yes. And he's watching when the disc is released. So his job is to watch the body, notice that I switch and pass.
Yes. Wow.
Right?
That guy!
Or he is to watch my body to see if I step forward, right? If I step forward, boom, he knows which direction we're going. And he will wait for the disc to turn horizontal so it triggers. And here, I'm blocking him, my right foot is forward, right? And I'm gonna switch. And then I'm gonna pull my right foot back. I'm here, right? I'm gonna switch and pull, and that's gonna pull him. When he, on the flank, standing here, I say catch, I step forward, I make the throw. That means we're going out there. If I say catch and I turn here, that means you're coming down the line. And it's flat work, it's pressure, it's a trigger, etc. Anyway, Cupcake has been, Cupcake tried it out yesterday, and she did a good job with it after some pretty blooper-worthy attempts. I didn't do it today. I just worked on. I did that little vault thing, and I just moved her around, tried to get some catches. I'm throwing about 18, 22 yards to her. She's got a bead on it. She's just not, she's not committed. She just doesn't know what's happening yet. She's plenty committed. She just doesn't have the, like, I don't know, the killer instinct to put all the pieces together. And I kind of threw a bunch of misses to her today, and it doesn't matter. I mean, she's a tiny puppy, but she's really close to putting it together. So we just kind of fucked around with stuff like that and did some vaulting. You know. So, what's going on, guys? Come on, talk to me. Anybody got anything? Anybody have any drive stuff? Anybody have any, the rebound and fakie stuff was pretty solid. Anybody got anything? All right. Well, I think we will probably call it then. I'll get out of here without working my dogs. That will be terrific. I'm going to label this repeated entry today. It's kind of important, actually. It's something that that I've been missing, right? It's, yeah, right? Totally crickets. It's something that I've been missing since doing this, right? Like, turn on the cameras and I go, right? And then I turn on the cameras and I go, and I'm pretty good about training the dogs appropriately, but it really hampers my decision-making process, right? And you know, I essentially only have a problem when I make a bad decision, right? And I've done camera work enough that I kind of know, but you never fucking know, dude. Working with dogs on camera is insanity. But anyway, nice to not do the dog. Yeah, tip the dog trainer. Tip the dog trainer. Tip the dog trainer. I'll pop that on there. Gosh, man, my eyes, I'm telling you, are so bad. Can't read anything. Oh yeah, great. That's fucking terrific. Nothing like a little redirection. So, Anne, watch episode 1 and 3 of Positive Vibe season 2, Attention and Threshold. Catch those, and we can talk. I've been wanting to do some threshold work here on the stream. I have to set it up though, because I have to like put the cameras in a different place. And I guess I don't really have to. I can move the one camera. But I do have to plan a little differently for it. I do think it's something important, and you know, I talked about it the other night on, oh no, it was class. The other night in class about, so April's dogs, she's got a shit ton of point A to point B work from their crate to outside, from outside to the van. I'm sorry, from outside, crate to the front door, crate to the back door, back gate to the van, back gate to play in the backyard, van to the field at Purina, what her shed or whatever the fuck she's in, man. The shed to the dock, the shed to the field, right? And she does that 3 times a day, and then she comes home, right? So her dogs are always like, they get to a threshold, she makes them stay there, they jump to the next thing because fucking awesome, right? And so anyway, I was talking about that because even though she's done threshold work and she makes them wait, they're unbearable, dude, at the threshold. It's, they like, one of them will distract you. I'm not shitting you, by the way, man. One of them will distract you while the other one, like back where Epi is lining up the run, right? Is lining up the run to get through that door. I'll have all the dogs over the next couple weeks, or the next week. April will be in Poland, and it'll be super fun. But when she took off and I had to handle all the dogs, I noticed it, like, bad. And I kind of mentioned it, and she probably took some hands-off stuff a little bit, and they got better, and I took the worst offenders. And essentially what I do, I just bait all the, I bait all of the carpets, right? The corners, right through the threshold, I just throw some shit down as I'm walking, bang, and I keep walking, and they tarry behind me eating the food. Very important that that happens, right? I throw the food down and I just keep walking, and they eat the food, and then they run. If they beat me to the next corner, which is where we have the carpets, because Kiva's old and gotta have old guys on carpet, right? If he beats me to that carpet, he stops and sniffs. Right? I can mark that if I want, or I can throw some cookies there, or I can walk by and then he's following me again, and I drop on the carpet as I open the door, and he stays on the carpet eating while I let him out, right? And that kind of treatment, super, super nice. I like that a lot, but it isn't good. You can't really do it with multiple dogs, especially if you have redirection stuff. But that as precursor to settle down the classical conditions, super important, can be super important, can be very helpful. The threshold stuff from episode 3 of Positive Vibe season 2. By the way, all you guys should watch that. It's a fucking great show, man. It's a really good show. It's our whole foundation. But episode 3, crossing the threshold. Those threshold exercises are not the same as doing the door. And so what you have, your doorway is a staging area, right? Thanks, Kim. Your doorway is a staging area, okay? So your dogs get to the doorway like it's a drag strip, right? And so they want to be everywhere but there. Take me back or go forward, but I don't want to be here. And they're going forward, right? So when that happens, they release, right? And I don't know, there's a bunch of reasons your dog could be tagging that dog faster than me, should be less aggressive. There's a host of reasons for a dog to do that. It doesn't matter what they are. What you want to have happen is you want a more stable classical condition there, and you want the dog to see the doorway as a destination rather than a staging area. And the way that we lay out our threshold in Crossing the Threshold, season 2, episode 3, really does that. And you might not be able to pick it all up from watching it on your own, but you certainly could get enough of it that I could tell you what's up while we're on a stream or in class or something. So there you go. A little bit of an answer and a little bit of a rabbit hole. If you haven't watched that season of Positive Vibe season 2. Oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Hey, what's up, Antonis? S2E3. Is that a good link? Can somebody check that for me? That might be a good link. Might not be though. It might be Bitly. It might be really old. Did that link that I shared work, Ann? That would be terrific if it did, because that means season 2, episode 2, all of them are already laid out. I've done that several times. Well, I can check. What a dumbass. I mean, I already copied it. Now, hang on. Yeah, and it shouldn't be P5. Me. Did the tip one work? .me/tip. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I'll make that. I'll make that real quick. And I know you got it. S2E3. Copy link. Rebrand. I could show you guys the magic. But you know, I worked at Disney World. It sucks knowing the magic. It sucks knowing the magic. Crossing the threshold. go. Completely official. All right. S2E3 should work now. You guys could, if one of you guys could check it and let me know. Boom. All right. All right. So yeah, check that out, and then we can talk in a subsequent stream. I'll help you out with changing that doorway from a staging area to a destination. Once you get that, the whole energy level of the crew drops down. And then, I mean, you can't even let them out one at a time because they'll peg each other, right? You know, obviously, duh. Yeah, once we address that classical condition, lower that, you should be good. Awesome. Anyone else got anything? Yep, you can totally find it on the dojo. I just didn't create it. So I had pvibe.me, that shortener was on Bitly back in the day, like back in the aughts, right? Before anyone knew what Bitly was. And then I just set up Rebrandly a couple years ago, so I just didn't do it. Yeah, I fixed it. I did it now. I'll set up the rest of them too. I'm supposed to be doing all that shit. Like, I haven't done a lot of that in the last couple months. That's a lot of the stuff I've been doing over the last couple years, actually. I know, it's super exciting. I make all the changes on the website. I'm like, oh my God, you see it? And everyone's like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. No, I don't. Anyway. Okay, so I am going to... Ooh, Antonis, you're going to meet April. Oh, shit, I'll make sure I'll send some Jammin' a flashcards. Yeah, that's exciting, dude. That'll be awesome. I'll send some Jammin' a flashcards. I mean, I don't know if I have an extra set for you, but I have to get Oleg and Georgios's cards to him. And if you're going to be there, we'll just send them with you. That'll be great. Send them with April, send them with you. Yeah, yep. She's a head judge. So she'll be telling everyone how they did. All right. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to cruise, I think. I think I'm out. Oh no, am I still here? There we go. All right, yep. All right, so I'm out of here. You guys have a good one. Congratulations on the super performance yesterday, Kim. I'm excited for you. Happy for you. Right? We'll talk about it in class. Anne, good to see you. Antonis, thanks a bunch for dropping by. Sagepaw, you too. A couple of other people. Sorry if Whitney, yeah, you have a good one too. We'll see you guys. All right, meme roll. Number 4. We finished with the badass one. Yeah, super cool, guys. Thanks a bunch. Way. Get up there. Get up there. Yeah, it's not happening. Le petit Petit gâteau de la tasse. De la tasse. Yeah, do it, Anne. Definitely do it. All right. Thank you for not doing that behavior I hate. Thank you, thank you. Say bye, Epi.